Rap on Wrestling podcast. My guys Dip, Will.
Yeah.
What's going on, my brothers? What up?
Man, it's good to see y'all.
Hell yeah.
I miss recording.
Let's do it. It's Friday night, baby. What's going on in the wrestling world?
Yeah, man, we pretty much we gearing up for AEW Dynasty this weekend. A stat card. I'm not going to Dave and Buster's to watch it so they can kick me out before it's over.
I heard. I heard about that. Yeah. I was like, damn, they want to go home.
Bro, as we was walking out, people were still at the bar, man. I was like, all right. But they pay-per-views run long, they get the fans their money's worth. So I think as of right now, it's only one match on the pre-show. That's Alex Windsor versus Marina Shafir. As of right now, she's the first lady of United Empire. Marina's first lady of Death Riders, man. It's a 0-hour match, so it's on the pre-card. Okay. As of right now, it's the only match announced for the pre-card. Who y'all got?
Oh man, I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. You know what I'm saying? But I might have to roll with the Death Riders, man. She got to get her face back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? After the whole Tony Storm thing, she got to get her face back. So I think she's going to pull it out at Dynasty, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? It has to balance out. I do have Ospreay winning. So you kind of have to balance that. I don't want to see the Death Riders take 2 losses. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see her lose. Then you turn around and Moxley lose. I think Ospreay coming back, you can't give him a loss right now. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't make sense to have him lose. If Moxley lose, it's still like it's okay, right? Yeah. Moxley multi-time, heavyweight champion. So he doesn't. I'm not gonna say he doesn't need the win, but you don't want to bring Ospreay back, in his very first pay-per-view and have him take a loss. So I definitely see Ospreay getting that win, but I know that match is gonna be a banger.
Yeah.
It'll be a banger.
I got Shafir beating Will Ospreay's wifey in the opening match. She just lost a couple weeks ago to Mina Shirakawa, so she could definitely use this win. And it's gonna be convincing. And it's gonna be a good match. I really like Alex Windsor. I like the energy she brings. She's one of those signings who I had no idea who she was when she signed. And after about a month or two of being featured, I was sold on her. She's really good. I do like her with Jamie Hayter. That's a real good team right there. So Alex Windsor basically she's basically involved with the United Empire with the Ospreay Mox match.
Okay.
By default. You know what I mean? On Dynamite, United Empire came through in the black and white suits, looking like Reservoir Dogs. Hopped out the bourbon. Alex Windsor was with them, and then that's when I remember. Oh yeah, that's Ospreay's girl right there.
Okay.
So it's dope that they came to help out Ospreay. He was in Japan when Caleb Newsom won the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. He's become that youngest heavyweight champ in New Japan history. He's also been a new leader of United Empire in New Japan. So Ospreay went there to seek help against the Death Riders, and they came back with him. And you got this rivalry going. So by default, it's Marina and Alex going at it.
Okay. So you were saying that Alex Windsor is Ospreay's girl?
Yeah.
And then you said Ospreay's first back, coming back fresh off. You don't want him to take a loss. So yeah, I mean, let's rock it. Let's see them both take a dub. If they're gonna be rocking that together. So I'm gonna say Alex Windsor.
Oh yeah. Okay. I like that. We're gonna go over the surprise return. So Wednesday we had Jericho come through, talk, explain why he decided to come back. And he was interrupted by the demand by by Ricochet. And they had a back and forth and blah blah blah, which ultimately led to Jericho adding Ricochet to the list.
I saw he brought the list.
I'm not gonna lie, I was
see
glad
that.
to see the list.
Yeah.
I was glad to see the list. I was glad to see the list. That was dope.
And I'm glad to see Jericho return. He said in his return speech exactly what I thought. He enjoys working with the younger talent coming up and trying to put them over. And I think he's going to do a great job at that. Shout out to Jericho, man. Like he's not one of the EVPs, but he helped start AEW, who did from day one.
Yeah, man. Like I don't think about AEW without Jericho at all.
And not only that, Jericho is a vet, long history of professional wrestling. I feel as though he should be able to go out on his terms. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot going on outside of just wrestling. And I know, going to other places, you won't be able to go on tour with Fosley and dip off and do this and dip off and do the things that you want, even down to your podcast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, down to your podcast. It's like you don't have the independence that you would have in AEW. So it's cool and it makes sense. And I feel as though Jericho got more in the tank. He looks healthy. He looks good.
Looks great.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to see how that transitions and how that looks in the ring. But a match with him and Ricochet is gonna be very interesting.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very interesting.
What I like about Jericho is, when wrestlers fall on hard times or, got medical issues, when it's a GoFundMe, you always see his name up there. And I do think part of the reason him staying and keeping with the Cruise is you're helping to feed wrestlers. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a lot of wrestlers that eat. They probably can raise their indie appearance from being on the Jericho Cruise. You know what I mean? So, shout out to him, man. And it is a goal for me to go to the Cruise one day. Maybe 2027 dip. We get out there. I can't do it this year, but
hey, my brother, you know me. All you gotta do is say the word, and I'm always ready to. Always ready to bust a move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I definitely want to go to the Cruise. I appreciate what Chris Jericho has done for wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Just overall, with his contribution to wrestling from ECW, WCW, WWE, the independent circuit, it's just like you have to respect it, right? And I just feel as though with all that time you put in, go out how you want to go out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So go out putting on some bangers in AEW. I'm not mad at it. I would love to see him hold the title, that championship one more time though. I would definitely like for him to hold that championship one more time, but
he's gonna eventually be in that title picture. Oh yeah.
He has to be.
Him not running, running back to WWE like everybody else, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Dip was, bro, like he's this fucking star at AEW. Like you go to WWE, that shit, unfortunately he's gonna get outshined by everything else they got going on, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I love WWE.
He should be a star wherever he go.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing right now either. Like, I don't even be watching the weeklies like that, man. I'm be catching it just on Instagram. It's like, even I'm like,
it's tough.
It's tough, but like, and then in turn, we see AEW, bro, and it's like, fuck yeah, bro. Like, they got some cool shit going on, bro. And
bro, the last episode we recorded, I said, like, unfortunately, WrestleMania has to follow Dynasty. Like, that's going to be tough. Like, it is. It's really going to be tough. So they're going to have to really knock it out the park. You know what I mean? And I got faith that they're going to do really great, with Mania.
I think Mania's Mania. Right, Mania's Mania. I think the biggest thing between the two, and that's why I don't want to compare anymore because I feel as though AEW is more sports based. With the history of Tony Khan, from him owning a soccer team, the history with the Jaguars, like he understands, the thought process of a player, right? So you're looked at differently over there than, you know what I'm saying, other companies. So
Everybody,
yeah,
y'all, every wrestler says that they love dealing with Tony Khan, especially with contracts, with everything. You know what I mean? So
yeah, even people that left, like I've heard nobody, you know what I'm saying, say anything bad about Tony. Like first and foremost, he's a fan of professional wrestling.
yeah,
Right, you could, you could tell he's genuinely happy. Even
that's
when
an
we went to go
advantage.
see, when we went to go see AEW Dynamite, like you could tell he was excited to come out there and talk to the crowd. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like you could tell, like he looks forward to those moments. He's not trying to be in a storyline. You know what I'm saying? How Sugar
oh
said
yeah,
about all up in the videos. You know what I'm saying? He's
yeah,
not trying to do all that. Like he plays his position and he allows his talent to be talent. Tony, he's not gonna try to be a world champion or anything like that. Like he
yeah,
hired the right people to do the job that needs to be done. And I respect that. You know what I mean? And
bro.
he cares about the sport.
Bro, he gets my respect because he has Glacier as a backstage coach. Come
Facts.
on, man. Like he's somebody. Like when Glacier was out, I think he was ahead of his time. They didn't appreciate his style. Shout out to my boy because he always wants to get involved and make himself known. But he said Lance Storm was trash. But to me, Lance Storm and Glacier, one was Sub-Zero and one was Scorpio. Like,
To me, when people say stuff like that, you didn't really watch wrestling.
no,
Like
no,
you didn't
no.
really watch real, like true wrestling. Like you can't. Like, do you not remember him in Ring of Honor? Maybe you
Yeah,
don't. Maybe you didn't watch it. Do you not see him in ECW? Maybe maybe that wasn't your cup of tea. You didn't watch it. But a lot of people just try to. I hate when the fact that these wrestlers put in so much work. You know what I mean? They put in
yeah,
so much work before they get to that quote unquote main stage. And it's just like all you remember them from is what they done on the main stage. And it's just like, yo, dog, that's not even very few wrestlers I feel as though can go to certain companies and able to be truly them.
yeah.
Right. So it's kind of like
And I was
you gotta
trying to
get yourself familiar.
with Lance, the whole boring thing, they played into it with his character. Like he's definitely not a boring person. He's very funny. So I
Yeah.
think they played into it. Like he was one of those wrestlers. He did like I call it straight face comedy, and he really had moves. You know what I'm saying? So shout out
Facts.
to him. Shout out to all the backstage coaches they had, man. And shout out to TK for not putting himself on camera. He's only on camera when necessary. You know what I'm saying? Even when he made the announcement to us, that wasn't on camera. About having a pay-per-view in Atlanta, and I believe him. I think he's gonna bring a pay-per-view here, and it's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna bring money to the city, to the area, and it's gonna do its thing.
And when that happens, I can tell you a couple people who's gonna be there. I myself being one of them. I'm definitely gonna be in the building.
I'm
It's just a
there.
good crowd, good atmosphere. One thing I really love about AEW, then let's get back to these predictions and just going over everything. It feels like an indie show, but it's not an indie show.
It's the indie show on the main stage. It's the indies representation on the main stage. I've been saying that
Like,
since they started. Yeah.
like, it's crazy because even when we went, Don Callis is interacting with the fans. He just doesn't act like they're not there. Daniel Bryan saying, you know what I'm saying, he's over there interacting with the fan, Excalibur, and all of that. Even when walking to and from the ring, you take your pictures, you have a small talk, you're doing all of that.
Bro.
Like it's the level of appreciation that people are
Yeah.
coming to spend their hard-earned money to come see us do what we do.
Bro,
So
Okada
just
was
those
talking
small
to us.
interactions is just like, I mean, it means everything.
Okada was talking to us at the last time we was there. I
Thanks.
forgot who he was fighting. He was whooping his ass, and he just kept talking to us. It's like and
Yeah,
he knew where the cameras were and where they weren't focusing on him. So he kept talking to us out when the cameras wasn't on, and it was funny. Like he wasn't saying that
man.
disrespectful. It was funny.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I appreciate you making your crowd feel like they're part of the action. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And
Even at the show, you'll see it might be something small to some people, but you'll see the wrestlers walking around in the crowd.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? We saw Brody just chilling. He was right up on top, like right up there,
Facts.
watching the whole show. So, shout out to them, man, for being fan friendly. Like MJF been on a media role going crazy.
Hey, let's talk
Going,
about that. Let's hold off on that one. Man, MJF, boy, you're not the hottest in the game right now, my boy. I don't know who is. MJS is
Man.
scorching. He is scorching. Like I don't think I've ever seen somebody this young and this hot.
Yeah.
Right? But just so versatile in the ring. Right?
He has
wrestles
the
like
key
an
to
old
the
school
car.
wrestler. Yeah, he wrestles like an old wrestler, but he could give you death matches. He could give you so much in that ring, and just like that.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you with who you present yourself to be. You know what I'm saying? I believe it. That this to me, that's one of the biggest things, because it's just like, oh, you really that? Even in his interviews, it's never off. Like we don't know how he talks just in a normal conversation. Everything that we see from him is just of him being MJF. You know what I mean? So I think that just you carrying that out wherever you go is amazing. You know what I'm saying? It makes it believable.
Yeah.
So shout out to MJF, man. I'm a big fan. You know what I mean? I'm a big fan. For him to be so young.
He's keeping kayfabe alive, man.
Right. He just stayed burning. Like I don't know, like if this is the MJF, if this is like you for real, like and you appreciate it, bro. Like, fuck, man. I think the last person I ever liked that was Taker.
The only time I've seen MJF not be MJF when he was on the Rosie O'Donnell show as a kid. Right? I think, like, I'm being for real. Ever since then, like, I'm all you seeing you as MJF, like talking fly, whooping ass, doing all of that. Like you just a fly guy, man. I got a lot of respect to MJF for what he's doing.
He was a Broadway star as a kid. So combine that with wrestling, I don't think people understand. Like they see how he's a great heel, but I see the skill. Like I see he's been born for this. Like some people, because shout out to Minnie Portable. She's a content creator, and she was talking about why people should watch AEW. And she was saying a lot of people tell her, like for instance, MJF would get more exposure going to WWE, and she wasn't.
That's not true.
She was like, he was one of the producers of Iron Claw, and he was in a movie. He was in Happy Gilmore too. He's doing other stuff, filming other stuff now, and still wrestling. Like he's not disappearing for months. Like he's still active. So you don't, and Tony Khan, I don't see him limiting his wrestlers from keeping them from doing any acting. You know, Warlow's about to be an American Gladiator. You know what I'm saying? It's and you know, people on the internet wrestling community talk about them not being used, and I always have to reiterate, a lot of these wrestlers have schools, they have their own promotions, they're wrestling in other promotions on the other side of the earth. Nyla Rose was in Japan for almost a year and a half, killing it, yo. Going to different, not just one, but different promotions out there, killing it for like a year and a half. So,
and just to throw it out there, Samoa Joe, when he was doing the movie, you know, the show for Twisted Metal, is just
they're
like
doing season 3 now.
Freedom. Yeah, you had that freedom. So you have that freedom.
And don't forget all the voiceovers, the video games, cartoons. Samoa Joe is active. I didn't realize how active he was, so I read everything he got going on right now. And it's like,
he got a lot of stuff outside of wrestling.
Yeah, man. So the exposure, I think the major problem is the fans. And when I say that, like this tribalism shit is terrible. It's so bad that it always makes it look like I'm on defense for AEW. I watch everything, but just you don't have to put down one to like the other. If you don't like it, if you don't want to watch it, just don't watch it. But just always dissing it and throwing dirt on it. Like we seen recently with Tony Khan on Russo. Russo and Coach kicked Tony Khan back in until he showed up on the show. Now Russo want to be his best friend. You know what I'm saying? We need more stuff like that. We need more of these bitter legends with these followings who didn't get a job with AEW to stop playing. We need Bubba to stop playing. You already got a Legends deal. Stop playing.
Here's my thing, right? I'm a fan of professional wrestling. whether we're at an indie show, whether we're at the biggest stage of them all, it doesn't matter where we at. I enjoy pro wrestling. There's no way possible you could tell me with AEW, all the things that they got going on over there, that you could look at that product and say, I don't like nothing about this. Like, it's just no way possible that you can sit up there and tell
Something
me
for everybody.
that. Yeah, it's something for everybody. And it's kind of like, even going back to the comparisons, like, AEW is what, 7 years old? Like between 7 and 10 years old? Like you're comparing it to a company that's been
50.
over 50 years.
Man.
It's over 50 years. Like you can't, like that's not fair. Allow AEW to grow into what it's going to become and what is it going to be. And a lot of other companies to do what they do. Like I think wrestling is one of those niche things. Right, if you go to New Japan, like in Japan, you got New Japan Pro Wrestling. Then you have other promotions who's more comical. You have other promotions who's more like death matches. It's just like wrestling is the niche thing. It's so much like it's like art. You know what I'm saying? All art isn't the same. Like you can enjoy a sculpture and a painting. Yeah, it's just like just enjoy it. Just enjoy the art. Like you don't have to compare the two.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it.
One of my goals is to get up to Canada to go to Evil Uno's promotion, Mystery Wrestling.
Yeah, I started following them recently on Instagram. They got some wild stuff going on up there, man.
Bro, I need to see MJ. I need to see MJ Sasquatch, yo.
MJ, they got some cool stuff over there.
And see, you don't see Dark Order, but they're working. They're working. And Mystery Wrestling, if I remember reading correctly, they're gonna do a super. That's another thing. Tony Khan did a super show with Athena's promotion. I love what he's doing. True partnerships, not poaching talent. Thunder Rosa just signed a dual contract, so her and Cesaro signed a dual contract.
I was about to say Claudio
with CMLL and
CMLL. Yep.
Like I love it. It's doing what's best for the business. Like it's not just what's best for himself. It's what's best for the business, and the money will follow.
Professional wrestling.
Yes, and the money will
follow. The business of professional wrestling.
The money will follow.
I love that. But let's get back to the card, man. What else? What other matches you got on this card?
Let me see. So, are we all in agreement that Jericho 100% is taking this win?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely got Jericho taking this win.
Okay, I got Jericho too. Next up, I want to touch on something that happened on Dynamite. We had the Callis family, and we finally had Takeshita and Okada go at it. Yeah. And this has been building for almost 2 years. Like a lot of people don't realize it. Before the Callis family, it's been slowly building because Takeshita was over, although signed to AEW, he was over in New Japan. He was almost my wrestler of the year last year. I had to give it to Mercedes, but Takeshita for me was top 5. And I like what they've been doing. So we got the Young Bucks versus Okada and Takeshita. I got the Bucks winning. I got the implosion of
against my boy Nick to the Bucks.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go on the other side. I think they pull out the win and they start beefing at the end. Right? I think they pull out the win and they start beefing at the end. Maybe some hard tag ins and things like that throughout the match. But I do think they pull it off and you really just set that stage and that feud. For that, I see it more so of them fighting as who gets the finish. Right, and you just roll it on from there, but yeah, man. Okada can't do no wrong in my eyes, man. That's my that's my guy. You know what I mean? Yeah. I turned into a little kid when I saw him at Dynamite when that music hit. You know what I'm saying? Like Okada's my guy, so it's just like I can't go against him. You know what I mean? Even in the loss, I can't go against him. Like it is what it is.
But you know what? The reason I got the Bucks winning because it's 2 storylines at once. I think that the loss causes Okada because Don Callis already promised that they get to fight each other after this match. So I think this is just going to intensify that and pour more gasoline on it because I do think the Bucks winning coincides with the next match that I'm going over, which is FTR and Cope. The Bucks and Cope and Christian already had the face off. So, and
Yeah,
Tony
that's gonna be
Khan,
a
man,
banger.
TK books. I like the way he books. To me, I'm not sure he books backwards. He books backwards to the matches he want to see.
But here's the thing: the Bucks can still have that moment even if they lose.
Yeah.
They don't need the win to have that moment.
Did they win their last match?
No, I think it was for the tag team title. They lost.
Yeah, they lost. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they lost. I mean, but they don't need the win. Will they probably get the win? Yes. If we're gonna lead off into the rivalry, Cope and Christian, yes, you know, it would look good going into that with the win.
Yeah. But it would be more entertaining if Okada and Takeshita won, and they got to keep being tag partners. You know what I'm saying? Even though they hate each other, I think that would be the more entertaining way to go.
I think you give them the tag team titles at some point and just see how that works with them beefing.
Yeah, I need Okada to drop his belt though, and I think it's. I know a lot of people don't believe me because they had the showdown. I think it might be Kevin Knight that takes it off Okada. I think that's gonna be the one. It's not Takeshita. If it's because you remember, didn't Kevin Knight beat him already? He beat him earlier. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be mad if they start a feud after Takeshita and Okada finish their thing.
I'm not mad at that. Kevin Knight's a star.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, like, he's a star. So I wouldn't be mad at him holding some gold by himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no triple titles, just you hold a single title by yourself. I won't be mad at that at all. I think it'll give him that boost. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like we've seen him in a ring with Swerve and he put on a banger. Right, so just give him the opportunity to be a champion for a little bit and just see how that works out.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna follow that up with FTR and Big Stoke Goldberg versus Cope and Christian. Yo, again, I say it every time. Stoke is the funniest dude on the planet. He dresses like an 80s drug dealer and nobody says nothing.
I think he got a lot of personality.
He dressed like the drug dealer that Mr. Clark kicked out of school and leaned on me that was going to the Air Force. I'm going to the Air Force, B. That's Stoke, yo. Stoke is
not like
he's him, like, yo. The raggedy bitch shit with Brian Danielson, like.
But it like you would think that the character of Stoke wouldn't work with an FTR because of how FTR just how gritty and just
it's serious. It's
serious they are. And then you get Big Stoke who's nothing but comedy, right?
And the way they take care of him is funny.
Yeah, when they push him in a wheelchair and all of that, like it's
have him hold the belt like he a Make-A-Wish kid.
Yeah. I like it. I like that marriage what they got of him being their manager. But I'm going with Cope and Christian, man. I just feel as though I just like again, it's too many major comebacks right now for people to just. I mean, FTR has held them titles for a while, right? Like it's cool that you drop them. You may go away for a little bit. Or you may just throw yourself back into the tag team picture and just kind of like work your way up back into that spot. But yeah, man, just if they're gonna drop it to anybody, I think that'll be if you didn't drop it to the Bucks, this will be the team that you drop it to. And let them, feud and go on and go with, beef with the Young Bucks and just have that amazing match.
I'm predicting a Beth Driver on Stokely.
Oh, that's gonna be crazy.
Listen, if she can get Cash and Dax with it, even better.
But no. Stokes will be the perfect person because it's not just the moment of right there. It's the after effect. It's the promo on Wednesday.
Yeah.
right? It's
With the
all
neck
the
brace.
other stuff. Yeah, with the neck brace, it just
You know it's
like
coming.
he's dead. Like, yeah, it's just all the extra stuff. Like he's gonna take that and he's gonna run with it, and that's gonna be a storyline within itself. Past
Yes,
everything
yes.
that's going on, like that's gonna be a story that he took. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I wouldn't be mad at that.
You know what else I like too? If Cage and Cope win, again, I can see them doing the Jericho thing. They're going to give some young teams some shot until they get to the next pay-per-view to fight who they're going to fight.
Yeah.
And again, like
Hey,
you can't be
man.
mad at that. You can't be mad.
Then them in Private Party will put on a banger.
Yo, I really want that, but unfortunately, I read Mark Quinn is hurt again, and he's
Oh
going to
my
be out for a
God.
while. Yes, and I think
Damn.
he got hurt in the last match they had. I do think, now that we touched on this, I do think Isaiah Cassidy is going to be a part of the next match. Nick, you got Cage and Cope winning?
Yeah, let's do it. The pop's gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Right.
Shout out to TK for really.
And it's in
listening to the
Canada,
fans,
right?
man.
Is it? It's in Canada, right? Oh yeah. They both. Yeah. They can't take that loss there. It's
Them
too
and
much. It's
Jericho
just too much.
winning.
Yeah, it's too much. Yeah, you got to give the people what they want.
Man, oh man. Whew. So I mentioned Isaiah Cassidy because I would like to see Private Party, but Mark Quinn's hurt. Next up, we got the Gauntlet match. Tommaso Ciampa is number 1. Roosh is number 2. We don't know who's in the match. We still got Collision coming up. But any guesstimates?
No.
I want Ciampa to win. I like how he brought that obsession with the title that he had in NXT. I like how he brought that to AEW with him. But again, for that,
I won't be mad at Tommaso winning.
Yeah, it depends who's going to be in it because we don't have a clue.
Yeah, it's hard to say like who's really gonna win about that because here's the thing with Tony too. He'll do some left field shit. Have some people in there that you didn't even expect. That's not even technically on the
return.
Yeah, like on the AEW roster, like you just don't know what he's gonna do. But I mean, their gauntlet match be good. Like their gauntlet matches, their battle royals and all that. Like it's good stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. So we don't even know. So we'll work past that. I'm gonna go up with next. We got Thekla, Jamie Hayter. Thekla has been cooking.
Yeah, Thekla on fire right now. I don't see. You know what it is? This is my thing with taking the title off somebody. If I take the title off you, can the person I'm giving it to do what you do at your level or close to or better? I just don't feel as though right now how hot she is, nobody's like equal to that right now. Not even just like the whole, just for everything. On the mic, she's good. The entrance is good. In-ring ability is good. It's kind of like, are you gonna give me that level if I put the title on you?
Yeah.
And I don't think so. I don't think she's at the point where she should be dropping anything. I think let her run for that for a little bit longer and build somebody up. Maybe a Willow. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Just somebody, you know what I mean, that has that equal to pop. You know what I'm saying? That equal to just where it's gonna go crazy, like a Tony Storm and Mercedes Moné moment. Like you have to build it up. You have to build it up to that. Like it makes no sense right now taking the title off her. Because what does she do with being this hot? You take the title off her, what does she do?
Nah, you know what? She's just gonna be the leader of the faction.
But she's so much more than that.
Yeah. Like when she left Japan, she beat up the owner of the company and left. Like she's so fired to me, man. Like
yeah, she can't. You don't take the title off her right now. She's scorching. Yeah. You don't take the title off your talent when they scorching. You know what I'm saying? Unless in the situation like FTR, Edge and Christian. Edge and Christian, I mean, part of me, Cope and Christian, you know what I'm saying, is gonna give you that same. They're gonna give you that same. That pop is gonna go crazy, not just because they in Canada. When they come Wednesday and they in wherever they at Wednesday, they're gonna go crazy. If they pull up on Collision, is gonna go crazy. It's like they're hot just once again off the history of what you've done for the business. And the
Yeah,
fact that you're at this stage and you're still going as strong as you're going. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? It's just like right now, there's nobody that crazy to take it off of. What I would like to see is her win. And you know what I'm saying? You know, Mercedes Monet, she done lost damn near every title. I would love to see her and a crazy Mercedes Monet go at it for a championship.
You know, I was thinking something a little different. I was thinking, Tekla beats Jamie Hayter, and the music hits, and here comes Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
Yeah, I want to see Britt back in the ring. It's been too long.
Yeah,
It's been too
time,
long.
man.
It's been too long. Now I could see her dropping it to Britt
Yeah.
just because, again, she's gonna come in with so much aura because you've been gone for so long, and it ain't like you was a slouch when you left. Like you was putting on some, some bangers, but it would still have to build into, you know what I'm saying, that moment when you drop the title. But yeah, I'm fucking with Britt Baker.
Like, I think your idea Mercedes is good because, again, she's just been on this tour. I think she might only either have one left or either.
Yeah, I think she got like one or two. Yeah. She don't. I think she lost her last one.
Yeah, I think she comes back.
I think she just lost her last one.
If she does come back, she, her music hits when Tekla wins. She gets beat down by Tekla and crew, and that starts her face turn.
Yeah, but if you come back,
yeah,
I don't need the boss. Like I think I need another side of you because you lost it all.
I want her to get beat down.
I need you to come back singing a different tune because you're not the boss right now. You're the worker. You have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like you got nothing.
You got no shots to call.
No shots to call. Right. So I would like to see you kind of just work your way up, and they kind of wave the carrot in your face to that, and you got to get through all these loops and hoops and dives, and you know what I'm saying, to get to that point. And it builds you up as a face, you know what I'm saying, when you do all of that. You know what I'm saying? So when you do get that moment and you take it off of her, it's gonna go crazy. It's gonna go crazy because now we have you as a face, and then it's gonna go crazy because we watched your story and your journey go from losing it all, humbling yourself, and now you have to literally fight your way to the top. Because you don't keep it all the way 100. Like, since she's been at AEW, she hasn't had to fight her way to the top. Like, you came in like big boss dog. You're not
the
that right
free agent. Yeah, you start from the bottom.
So, exactly. So the story of starting from the bottom and working your way up, it's the oldest story in wrestling. But it's always good.
You think when she comes back, she should get like the Young Bucks treatment, how they got when they lost the EVP? And it was real bad for them. Like, I want the roster to come up to her.
Maybe not that bad, right? Just because her character, I always put the Young Bucks sort of in a comical type style, even though they don't come off as that all the time. Just from the gear, just the whole gimmick of the Bucks, I could get, you know what I mean? It makes more sense of me getting a laugh out of them rather than, you know what I'm saying? We haven't seen, you know what I mean, Mercedes Moné in a let's laugh about it type situation. We've seen that from the Bucks, even from them doing, the YouTube things and all of that other stuff. We've seen the personality of that. We could get that from them. We haven't seen that from Mercedes Moné. It was always, I'm the champion, I'm the best, I'm the boss. So I think, you know what I'm saying, I think it should be a situation where she has to right her wrongs with people, because she shitted on a lot of people when she was on top. Like, she was just filthy. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's more so of a humbling type storyline with her rather than let's laugh about it.
Like, scenario, Mercedes versus Tekla. I keep forgetting the name of her crew. I'm sorry. I really keep forgetting. Sky Blue and a J. I love y'all. I keep forgetting the name. The Toxic Spiders. That's what I'm gonna call y'all. But I would like to see a scenario where the two women that beat Mercedes for belts come to her aid, and maybe, they have her back, which is Willow and Persephone. And that'll be a way to
That'll
introduce
be
Persephone
cool.
and get her out there more.
Yo, because Persephone, she is insane, bro.
She hold it.
Like,
Yo, every month we got to
she
go to a
is
Ring of Honor taping while they
insane.
in Jacksonville. I'm
She
gonna
is
look it up.
insane. Like, she's
Yeah,
crazy in the ring. Now, but I
yeah,
like
man.
that. I like that. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Either way, if you go with Mercedes Moné, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? If you go with Britt Breaker, it's dope. I think it'll be a good story for both
Yeah.
parties involved. And yeah, man, I'm rolling.
I wouldn't be mad. I know it wouldn't happen, but if it came out of left field, like a leader, you know what I'm saying, or somebody from Techless path from Stardom, they bring through. It's a lot. It's a lot of different ways they can go.
Also, I do really want to shout out Mercedes Moné as well for not only carrying all those titles at once, but you shine a light on these, promotions where you was dropping, like you dropping, like you're doing it. You're not doing it on TV shows. Like you're literally going into these quote unquote indie shows, wrestling for your title. You know what I'm saying? And just winning, losing, and you know what I mean, and doing all that. Like, so I got a lot of respect for you for that, right? Because
Help him make it the next show.
Exactly. So it's just like I think that was really, really, really dope for you. And again, as you would think wrestlers as they get older into their career, you think about it like we don't got that much time left. You know what I'm saying? Mercedes Moné has not been wrestling for 2, 3, 4 years. Like she's another one who's put in her fair share of work. So for her to still want to get back and do that and not, you know what I mean, have the, what is that? The red or yellow treatment of I want to win everything. It's all about me, me, me. You know what I'm saying? I admire that about her and the fact that she is going to these promotions, packing a house because of her name, putting on a dope match, giving young talents, the talents who might not have as much exposure as her, the attention. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's very big of her. I commend her for that.
How can anybody say she mid?
Once again, man, it's like this. You got people who watch wrestling, and then you just got people who just skim through it. You know what I'm saying? Man. Like if you really watch the match, like if you would have saw the match between her and Bianca Belair when they headlined WrestleMania, if that's like
Bailey.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many matches that we could even do when her and Naomi was the tag team champions. Like it's just so many. We could talk about her running NXT. Like it's just so many dope things that she's done that you can't be like, oh, she's mid. Like no, you don't.
She was a super heel against Bianca, and they both had me tearing up. Like you understand, yo? Like two black women main event.
Yeah. The moment was bigger than the match. Like that meant something. That meant something. You don't get that moment if you mid.
And that's passion. That's why we love Bianca so much. You see, she has what a lot of the wrestlers over there don't have. Even some of them at AEW, they don't have the passion. Like she wasn't brought up in wrestling. She was a track star, a college star, but you see. Like even hearing her interview, she studied with Montez and Shawn Michaels, and Montez had to watch her old footage from the 70s and 80s, like, and she soaked it all up. Like, she isn't just like a former basketball player that ain't nowhere else for me to go. I'm here now.
She put her grit in it.
That's Mercedes.
She put her grit in to be, you know what I mean? Be like, you gotta understand, like, not trying to be funny. You know what I mean? When Mercedes left, that company, WWE, it was a lot of question marks. Like, what would she become? What would she do? What would she be? And she's went to Japan. Like, she's literally tore that shit up on the independent circuit.
Yeah.
Like she really went. Like, I think that run when she really just started to do her thing was like probably one of her craziest runs because it's kind of like, oh. You went out there, you expanded your moveset. You went out there, you learned in Japan. You learned new moves. You truly went out there and got better. You didn't take you didn't repackage your old album and just slap a deluxe on it, add one song. Like you really went out there and grit your teeth in and learn. And you really gotta respect that. And it's really showing in her work. Yeah. Like it shows in her work. Even if you want to go to the match with to me, that match between her and Tony Storm was just crazy. It was crazy on so many levels because just not what they did in the ring, but dog, you told such a love-hate story in that match. You know what I'm saying? It was just so much just combined in that match. Like, it's no way possible you could say that's mid, right? Like, I don't think anybody who could tell a story through wrestling moves and just body language and just because when you're wrestling, you're really not communicating, right? Yeah. You're just telling it through your body language and just
telling what I mean.
Yeah, it's just like I don't think somebody who could tell a story at that high of a level with such a character as Tony Storm and you equal to. It's not like Tony up here, you down here. Like y'all both up there giving it, doing y'all thing in that match. You could call that mid. I mean, she's been in the ring with so many great, talented athletes and put on bangers of the matches to be like, oh, that's mid. Yeah. We have to, even if you don't like somebody, me, like I say all the time, I'm not the biggest fan of John Cena. I mean, but you have to respect what he's done, whether you like him or not. Like, I'm never gonna take away that you put a company on your back with your 8 moves. You know what it is? And you got over with him. Like, I'm not taking it away from you. You got over, but you can't. It's not for me. But you know what I'm saying, it worked. Like
I liked him when he was Dr. Thugonomics.
Oh, that was my guy. But when he went to this whole saluting and everything, it's like, all right, dog. You went to one. You did a couple shows for the troops and all that. Now you just like, all right, dog. Like, cut it out. Yeah, like you just American hero. Like, all right, man.
He went from Reebok pumps to Skechers, man.
Skechers, like, yeah, like I'm not a sketchy guy. Like, I can't relate to the I'm wearing Skechers and salute. Like, that's not like you gotta have a little bop to you. You know what I'm saying? For me to say, like,
I feel you. I was the same way growing up, bro. Like, I feel same way about Cena. But you, at the end of the day, what he's done for the business, yeah, bro. Fuck.
You gotta respect it.
He won me over. He won me over when the fans started the Cena sucks chants, and every week on TV he was getting booed out the building. And by the end of the promo, he turned the whole arena around. And it's like, bro, you gotta respect that. You know what I'm saying?
It's just mind-boggling to me that to me his best match was with Cody Rhodes on Your Way Out.
Yeah.
Like, to me, looking at that, it's just like, damn, like, so you waited all these years and you was able to do this shit in your prime and you wasn't doing it? Like, I had the same 8 moves. Like,
I feel like that,
bro.
I feel like that when I looked at the footage of Hulk Hogan in New Japan. I was like, hold on, this dude doing Hurricane Ranas.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm thankful for never really being a fan of his. Like, after coming out on the other side, I made the right decision. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I made the right decision. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, Randy Poffo is my GOAT. It'll never change. Like, I don't care who has a streak. I don't care about the tribal chief. Randy, Macho Man, Poffo, Savage, who made a diss album to Hulk Hogan that sound it sound like all G Unit beats from that era. Shout out to Macho Man. He was in Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Macho Man, yo. And I liked how he was portrayed in the Young Rock show.
Yeah.
I really appreciated that. So
yeah.
You know what I mean? But let me get back to these predictions. We got Mox and Ospreay. United Empire, Death Riders. I'm going Mox.
Yeah, I don't think Mox get the win.
I'm going Mox, man.
Not only that, Mox been too up and down with his wins and losses.
I think this win happens for Mox because I think right after this is the Owen Hart tournament, and I think Ospreay wins that and wins the title that way. So I don't think his goal is going to be that Continental Championship.
I would like to just see, you know what I mean, with
United Empire still tall. They still tall.
Yeah, Wednesday. Absolutely, and put on a hell of a match too.
That shit was fire.
it was definitely a pay-per-view match on a Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely that was definitely something that could have been on the card of Dynasty.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm a little biased, right? Because I'm an Ospreay fan. Like I went crazy when that music pocket, you know what I mean, he came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, Kyle Fletcher get well soon, man. I hate to see you go
Yeah,
down.
man.
That
Hurt my
hurt me.
heart.
I'm also, yeah, I'm a huge Kyle Fletcher fan
He's been
as
on the
well.
main
So
press run.
so just to hear that news that you're gonna be out for a while, I was definitely sad about that. But I can't wait for you to make your return, and I know you're just gonna come back better and stronger than ever. But yeah, I don't want to see Ospreay coming off that severe of an injury till you come back with a loss.
Yeah. I just think it's a bigger play at hand. You know what I mean? Like him winning this belt is going to take him away from that play a little bit. Because
You know why
I got him winning that. I got him winning that Owen Hart tournament. Yeah.
You know why I don't feel that way? Because in AEW they have talent do double dipping. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like, I mean, so I don't really feel as though him winning takes away. Like, I feel as though anything, like, we got this, we can still go for that. Like, I don't think they're not one dimensional. That if you do this, like, hey, if you win the Intercontinental Championship, that's all you're like. That's not they play over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could clearly from Mercedes Moné. I mean, you could hold and carry multiple titles. You could go off and do multiple things. Like, it's not like I love the fact that even when you know what I mean, when you have the triple champions, they go off and you know what I'm saying, they could go off and have single runs. We seen it where MJF, you know what I mean, fought Buddy he was a triple champion. Like you could do multiple things. You know what I'm saying? They're not keeping you in that one lane of this is your championship and you can't fight no other matches unless it's for like, nah, bro. Like the freedom over there is a little bit different. So I could definitely see Ospreay winning and still like even if he wins then he turns around and drops the title shortly after it did. We're gonna bump our focus. Yeah, we're gonna bump our focus to that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I mean, but he has to get this win. He has to get this win. I mean, he got to pull it out.
Okay. Because the last I was about to say PLE, the last pay-per-view, with my predictions, I was almost wrong in most of them, all of them, and it was a hill heavy win pay-per-view. A lot of the hills took home the W. So
shout out to that because I'm a hill guy. I'm a bad guy type guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't like this. You know what I mean? I like people that's gonna piss people off.
I like Orange Cassidy, man. That's probably my favorite face right now, man. Him and Old
Orange Cassidy did dope. He's just so cool.
I don't think he's all the way appreciated for what he brings to the game. Like he brings comedy with a little bit of seriousness.
I didn't understand Orange Cassidy at first.
Yeah.
Like before I've seen him in AEW, like he had his indie run, and I just like, why is his hands in his pocket? Like, what do you do? Like, it just didn't click to me. But then it's just like, you're just too cool for school with everything. Like
that's it.
You just super like, all right, I fuck with you. You just super cool, and I love
He's like
that.
a weed and Zach Morris.
Yeah, like he really be on some chill shit. Like yo.
Like mushrooms
he really
and weed.
Yeah, he really just be on some chill. He really don't talk. I mean, but even when he does talk, he does give an intense promo. It's either really intense or just like, what's up? Like on some real cool shit.
And part of his character is he's cool until you make him not cool anymore. When he turned up,
man.
So it's. I got Mox winning. You got Ospreay. Nick, you got Ospreay.
Yeah, I got Ospreay.
Let's go Ospreay. Didn't Mox hurt Ospreay? Or did he get hurt during the match with him?
I know he got hurt messing with the Riders. I can't remember if Mox.
Yeah, I don't know if it was with Mox. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
Remember.
Did he put his head in the chair or something? I can't remember.
Let's go, Will. I mean, I feel like they're trying to run with Will to be their top guy. So Why wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Why would the
Yeah, let him run with it.
Yeah. I again, like I think because we got Copa Cage winning, Jericho's winning. I got the Bucks winning, so I gotta have a big hill take that win. Somebody's gotta. For me, they gotta.
No, but that's not the big hill that's gonna take the win. We know who's the big dog. We know who's the big. We know who the big hill that's gonna take the win.
All right,
We
so
know
now
who's the big. We
now
know
we-
who's the big hill is gonna take the win. Come on,
we get the MJF and Kenny Omega.
yo. With all due respect to everybody on the AEW roster, with all due respect to everybody in professional wrestling, nobody, and I mean nobody, can hold the candle to MJF right now. When I
Man.
tell you he's a different level of hot, he is a different. I just listened to an interview when it was I think it was the Busted Open podcast. They was talking to Natalia. He interrupts, apologizes to Natalia, and he goes off on Kenny Omega. And I was just sitting there like, this is bringing me back to like old school wrestling vibes where you could call a hotline and all of that. Like it just
They used to be
brought
on the
me
news
back
station doing promos.
yeah, like it just brought me back to that MJF from the mic skills to the interest. The interest plays a big part to me, and to a wrestler, and what you do in the ring. Just so many different styles. How he wins, and like he's just a little bit of flair, and he just has a little bit. Everybody sprinkled into the pot of MJF. I don't see MJF dropping that title anytime soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
I got MJF winning too, but I got a scenario where I see Hangman, who we haven't seen since his loss, come back and cost MJF the title as well.
Like if I can't have it, nobody can have it.
Yeah,
Like if I can't have it, you can't have it. I mean, yeah, but isn't he hurt? Is
I'm
Hangman
gonna
hurt?
guess so. I think I read that he was hurt.
Yeah, I think I don't foresee
So yeah,
him. I don't
and he probably
foresee
had
him.
just time off. Period.
Yeah, I don't foresee him coming back and doing that. But yeah, I don't feel as though. Shout out to Kenny Omega, man. Like I do feel as though you are one of the gods of wrestling. I think you are amazing at what you do. But just right now, even with the promos and y'all going back and forth, MJF is scorching you, bro.
Yeah,
MJF, he is scorching everything that he touches, and it's not, and he makes it look so effortlessly. Like he makes it look like, bro, I'm not even trying and I'm getting my shit off.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
It's just nobody right now. Again, if we take the title off of him, like we have to keep it at a high level as far as energy, as far as all of that. And just right now, I'm not getting that from Kenny Omega. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not getting it. And there's no disrespect to you, but it's just like MJF is cooking, bro. And he is cooking on a different level.
Yeah, I definitely got him
professional
winning.
wrestling right now. Yeah, I got MJF hands down.
But
wouldn't even think twice about it.
For the internet smarks out there, if y'all don't understand what's going on, again, it's the vice president putting over his biggest talent, making his legacy even stronger, making his title reign even stronger. He didn't take it from him after 51 days. He didn't take it because of whatever reason. He's going to do the job and put that man over. And that's one thing I do appreciate Kenny Omega. Plus, he's gonna make him look good. He's gonna
make him look amazing.
Yeah.
It only builds up the legacy of MJF. I think when it's all said and done with MJF career, you could tell me like, yo, you bugging. I think we would speak about him as being one of the greatest of all time. Like when people start to make like do their Mount Rushmore, you're gonna have to put MJF up there.
Yeah.
To think about it, like he's not. To me, he's just entering his prime. You look at the MJF when AEW first came about to the MJF we have now. It's a completely different character. It's a completely different person. He's just ruthless. Like he really took that devil gimmick and really just ran with it. And it's just in everything that you do, you can't trust them. You can't you can't do nothing with him. You can't go ball for ball with him on a mic. He's gonna escort you, and he's really good in the ring too. He has so many different styles. Like he's not one dimensional, and you could tell like even from when he goes out here and he fights on the indies, like he doesn't fight the same way every time. Like he hits you with so many different styles, and it's just like, how can you get bored with this? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you get bored with this? There's nobody as hot in wrestling right now as Maxwell Jacob Freeman.
No, not at all.
It's like you can't do nothing with that young man. Shout outs to him. Shout out to MJF. Nobody.
I ain't disagreeing with y'all. MJF.
Yeah. Yeah, he don't fight. By the way, Kenny looked great in his suit, man, on Wednesday. He looked great in his suit, man. I got to give him his props, show. He ain't the best dressed person in the wrestling game to me.
I will say this. Kenny Omega looks a lot healthier. I think this is the healthiest I've seen him in a while. Before he looked like he was a little bloated and things like that. I know he was having stomach issues and stuff like that. Almost took him up out of here. I'm thankful that he's still here to give us, so the legend can continue. But he looks healthy. Like he doesn't look sluggish in the ring. He looks good in the ring. So I'm really excited about this match, and I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna get some color in it.
Oh yeah.
So somebody's gonna get some color. So
I know Mox is getting color.
Yo, Mox get color in catering. Like he wakes up and get color. Like Mox is a bleeding head. Oh, facts. You know what? I also like that about AEW. You allow your wrestlers to bleed. Like I think bleeding adds a layer of storytelling to the match.
Yes, you can't have a super crazy feud in a cage and it be nothing.
And nobody get no color. Like somebody got to get a little bit of color here,
man.
Just a little bit, but nah, like But
so that was all the matches so far. We still got Collision tomorrow, and I still it's only one match announced for the pre-show for 0 Hour. I think maybe we'll see Hurt Syndicate because they return tomorrow at Collision.
We added a new member, correct?
Yeah, that's what they said. They said they're going to look for a new member. So they'll probably have a match on the 0 Hour. I would like to see Hurt Syndicate clash with Shane Taylor Promotions for those trios titles in Ring of Honor. I would like to see that a lot.
I want to see Bobby Lashley hold multiple championships again.
Yeah, and it's coming.
It's coming. I go back to his run. What was that in TNA when he had multiple championships? I think that's when MVP started like to really get into his manager bag with him, and he held multiple championships. I definitely want to see that version of Bobby Lashley again, without the headband. You know what I mean? Without the headband, but give me that energy again. I don't think people realize how good he is in the ring, and just so happened he was trained by the mid Jerry Lynn.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I mean? So it's just like
Lance Storm.
Lance Storm. I said Jerry Lynn. That's crazy. Lance Storm.
Like what I like is I do see them holding multiple titles. They're gonna get a new person, they add to the crew. Again, if anybody out there listening it's a documentary. It's floating around YouTube. It was on Vice about wrestling, and it focuses on MVP when he was on the Indies, Swerve when he was on the Indies, and Skinny. I think Darby and a few other people, man. It's a good, nice 45-minute documentary on YouTube. I believe it's called Wrestling.
I don't think MVP gets enough credit for him being such a student of the game. From like
his very wrestlers are Japanese.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He got his grit and like his understanding of wrestling from Japanese wrestlers. You know what I mean? So it's just like
and don't forget he was in New Japan too.
He was. You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out. I love to hear him talk about wrestling.
Yeah.
Right? He's one of the few people that I really enjoy to hear just talk about wrestling. Like you just learn so much just about wrestling.
You learn so much, but he still kind of keeps, I want to say kayfabe a little bit, but he tells you enough without overtelling you.
Telling you, yeah. So I really like him. He's been talking more about hanging up his boots, and another one who he doesn't get the credit that he deserves, even for the whole MVP character that we've grown to love in WWE. That was truly his creation. Being a University of Miami fan, like that's kind of where it came from, and they blew it up, and like he really owned that gimmick. Like I really can't say it was the gimmick because that was really him, right? So it's just like you owned that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's really dope, and
and he can do comedy. Never forget him and Matt Hardy shooting hoops.
Yeah, like he's funny.
Him and Matt Hardy shooting hoops is one of the funniest things because I think did he miss all his shots?
Shout to MVP, man. Like you're a legend in my eyes, bro.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate what you've done.
Word. I want to talk real briefly. That was the whole Dynasty card right there. We went over everybody. I want to touch briefly on WrestleMania weekend. And going back to MJF, a comment he mentioned, he went in on Carlos Silva of TNA. As soon as I read the report about them, my first thought was like, oh, he's taking food out of their mouth to please WWE and their partnership. That's the only way I can see that happening. This makes absolutely no sense for him to pull TNA talent from a weekend where they're making money.
Hey man, listen, I hate to see it happen, but I also understand the business, right? If it's ever a situation where we want Nick to come up and come back into WWE, we don't want you to look bad against MJF. We don't possibly want you to just kind of like mix and mingle with their talent. And I actually look at this as a good thing. Why do I look at it as a good thing? Because I think they're starting to realize that AEW's competition, right? And
that's the thing. AEW's not trying to be. And that like TNA, you're in third place. Your wrestlers can use all the exposure they can get.
But I don't think TNA looks at them as competition. The big dog looks at them as competition.
Oh no, they do.
Because I want that because I hopefully through you feeling like that, you step your game up and you give us a better product than what you've been giving us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, no, if we are aligned with them, it's like rep your set, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're aligned with this game, like you can't go over there and fuck with them. We don't rock with them.
That's cool and all. But the fans, we all know that they're friends outside of the ring. So when it's time to re-up these contracts, they're gonna remember that you took money out their mouth when you want them to resign, and they're gonna go to elsewhere, and that's what's gonna end up happening.
You know why I don't.
If WWE don't take the talent that they want already, like they did.
See, there you go. But here's the thing: WWE run. They're playing with a silly check. Whether you like that they got going over there or not, they're playing with a silly check. Even what they did with Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler was gonna go to AEW, and he told them, "I want a crazy amount of money," and they said, "Okay." They paid you, but they didn't really use you. You know what I'm saying? And then you was fighting to get released. So no, if it's about the money, bro, they got the bread to spend. Don't get it twisted.
It's
even
not
TNA, like
we hear the wrestlers talk about it all the time. It's not always about the money. You understand what I'm saying? Not everybody cares about the money. Like in that case, Jericho would have went back. A lot of other people would just go back to the check.
But here's the thing with Jericho. You ready? Jericho has been doing this for over 20 years. He has Fonzie, he has a podcast, he has a crew. If Jericho wrestling check stopped today, my man's is still getting money.
But it's a lot of wrestlers that are well off. Like the AEW pays well. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of wrestlers who aren't.
And TNA pays peanuts, according to a lot of wrestlers. I don't think
TNA pays best. I don't
You know
think
what I'm
TNA
saying?
plays. I don't think
So-
TNA plays. But just
So
like
from
you know,
you stopping me from eating, they probably had 2 or 3 shows lined up out there in Vegas because that's
yeah,
like
but
a whole
but
week of wrestling shows. Like you fucking
not
up their money.
facts.
You fucking up the money. All because you're trying to look good to WWE. There's no other reason. The AEW did nothing to TNA.
But
So
all TNA is to me is the developmental for WWE.
they're gonna do to TNA what they did to Evolve. They're gonna take all the Evolve's talent and turn it into a reality show.
Just
They're
like
gonna
I
do
told
the
you
same thing
before,
to TNA, man.
bro. Just like I told you before, Ricky Sosa will be in NXT within 2 years.
And that exactly, and that they'll have to think when his contract comes up, he's going to think about that. He's probably, I think he has some shows lined up out there too. So you doing this when these people contract come back up. First of all, Ricky Sosa's from Europe. TK owns a soccer team. There's so many other things he can offer. They probably got to him before TK and AEW got to him. That's the guys they probably just got to him first.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. No. I think
it's the same thing with Stephanie McCure. She was about to sign and they swooped in.
I believe Ricky Sosa wants to be a part of the big brand. Right?
Yeah,
I think he wants to be a part of the big brand. I think that I'll leave it at that because I don't want to disclose things that I know. But he wants to be a part of the big brand, bro.
That's obvious to me. I do think he's young. He doesn't understand that Bang Bang Sosa song is gone once you go. So I hope he's ready. If he goes to the big show,
we really can't. We don't know.
They have to pay to license that, and he's nobody. He's not Cody, where you pay them people. He's not Edge, where you pay Metal Lincoln.
But you also got to understand that's also not like he might not be a big star over here. I don't know who does his entrance music, right? I don't know the artist.
It's a rap group in France. Like it's a rap group from over there. That song is from like 2006.
Yeah,
it's
but
old.
but you also got to understand that influence of doing business with WWE is a real thing still, despite the product that they putting out, and their fans and social media might not be the happiest with them. We still gotta respect those three letters of WWE. Like we have the respect from. This goes back from way back in the day. Like this goes like they built the equity. And
I respect them. I respect them, but their form of wrestling isn't the standard. It's what they turned it into, and everybody seems to try to want every other company to be that way, and it's not that way. Cool, they fucked up. I like territory wrestling. I like when wrestlers go to Japan and Europe and stuff.
You're more of an indie guy. You're more of an indie guy. I think that's why you enjoy.
Like I don't care about
you have the love for AEW.
And Slim Jims on the mat. I can give a fuss about any of that. I don't care about Jelly Roll. I don't care about none of that. I want to see good matches.
Yeah, but that's part of it, right? And I think what.
No, it's part of WWE. It's part
correct,
of that.
WWE, bro. But WWE has always been that.
Because like
not trying to be funny. If you go back to the early WrestleManias, they had celebrities and shit like that. They had fucking Mr. T get involved. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a match. Like, come on, like Lawrence Taylor had a match. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of people
Lawrence Taylor wasn't involved in the main event, and they needed Mr. T to get WrestleMania over. So that's different. Like he was going to be in the main event because they needed him at that time. But they didn't need Jelly Roll. They're doing the same thing they did with The Rock. Then they gotta throw shit at the wall and hope that it sticks. It's the same thing.
My thing is like this: whether they needed these people or not, they were there. You know what I'm saying? The history of WrestleMania, the history of all of that, has always had big celebrities in it.
But they weren't always involved in matches that were a part of a main story that don't need them.
Yeah, okay.
Slizzy had a match in Mania, but she wasn't in the main card. No, she wasn't involved in the main story.
And I get it. You might not like the placement of where they're utilizing.
The fans don't like it. Well, the fans are telling you every day. You can see it in the arena.
Can I just say something? And
Yeah. WWE likes to tell y'all what's cool, and y'all like to agree with them.
As a wrestling fan, we can be very fickle, right?
Yeah.
We could like let's just tell the truth about the product and the fans. It could be very fickle.
I'm not fickle. I kept the same stance my whole life.
Yeah, but you
understand what I'm saying?
You also got to understand everybody's not you.
But that's what you get when you cater to the casuals. You're catering to casuals. So that's why you got overpriced seats. That's why you got people that just want to be seen in the moment. Oh, I was at WrestleMania, but they don't really care about it. So if their fans don't care, WWE is not gonna care.
Once again, this is me stating it back again. This is a company that's been going for over 50 years. You know what I'm saying? Like
the problem happened when they became publicly traded. That's when they all went wrong because they had no choice but to become PG. And then when they sold to Endeavor TKO, it was just back-to-back decisions. That was just kind of crazy.
Look, it's like this. Me with wrestling is like a chick giving her boyfriend 100 opportunities after he done cheated. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to still come back. I'm sorry. I'm going to still come back. Are you doing me the best right now? No. But you know where I'm going to be next weekend? I'm going to be in Vegas for WrestleMania.
But that's what they're counting on.
I'm going to be doing one day? And they got it. Like, I'm sorry.
It's the same kind of psychology the Cowboys use. Jerry Jones don't give a fuck about winning. He knows that all them idiots are going to be out there with the blue or white on and still making them one of the top franchises.
Hey, but can I tell you something? Do you know why?
They could be 0-16 and they still going to be one of because that's psychology of it.
But no, it's not. It's not. Also, are you valid? Absolutely. But you also know what plays a part in it. You ready for this?
What?
We've built this up to be this, right? You have people who are Knicks fans, and Knicks haven't been shit since the 70s, right? We built up the equity to believe in this, even when it's bad.
Nah, they was in the 90s. They just had Michael Jordan. You know, they was always often the second best team.
We're a long way from the 90s. But yeah, if that's the case, they wouldn't have a fan base.
Right? You can say the same thing for WWE now. We a long way from the 90s.
That's what I'm saying. But that's exactly what I'm saying. It goes back to the point. I put WWE in the same place as the Knicks, right? I put them in the same place as the Cowboys. But you've built up enough equity, and we seen you hit home runs way too many times to say, "Hey man, I'm a next time."
These niggas been fouling out for the last 3 years, bro. It's like y'all continue to keep this hope.
But what is 3 years from compared to if we were to measure the good years of WWE?
So basically we gotta say they're the best off of the past. Never mind what's going on now. So basically off the past, we gotta say they're the best.
Hey, we're still criticizing them, bud. Bro, we're still criticizing them. But at the end of the day, you know what motherfuckers is gonna do when Monday come around at 8 p.m.? They're gonna watch and they're gonna criticize. People are gonna continue to criticize until they feel as though they got it right. Same way with the Cowboys.
They don't give a fuck about getting it right. Because why they still don't have people of color at the table. They still don't have young people at the table. They don't give a fuck.
I agree with you.
They don't give a fuck.
But you have to. I feel
it's what the board members want. If the board members want to see Kamala versus Jacob Fatu, they're gonna try to make it happen, bro. If the Saudis want to see that shit, they're gonna make it happen. It's about the board members. It's not about the fans. It's about the board members. That's why you spent all that money on the media tickets. That's about the money. Don't stick your hand in my pocket, robbing me and telling me you giving me something. You're not doing that, yo. You're not pissing on me and telling me it's rain. That shit ain't happening.
Me personally, I don't think the Mania card is bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's what they do with it. It's what they do with it.
And some of the stuff. Listen, I don't think Mania last year was bad.
Their card never looks bad. The cards never look bad. It's the actual show.
I think it got bad when you did I think the John Cena and the whole Travis Scott shit left such a bad taste in people's mouth that they called it trash. But the
It was
actual
bad
card
when The
swing
Rock
wasn't.
inserted himself in the first time. When they
Oh
put
yeah, I
Solo
agree
to the
with you.
side. It's been
Yeah, I
bad,
agree with
bro.
you.
It's
But
been
you
bad.
I mean,
It was bad going into the pandemic. If Roman Reigns didn't look into the camera and talk trash and become the tribal chief in that moment, it would have been
hey,
over
bro,
for them
it was,
niggas.
listen. It
Y'all
was bad.
don't realize this stuff. Them empty arena matches was trash. AEW is the only one that did it right.
Yeah, I think a
Literally.
lot of. I remember seeing the Viking Raiders chase the Street Profits around with tag teams.
It was
Like
about to be
it was just,
bad.
it was just a
Montez
whole
almost
bunch of
killed
shit
himself.
going. It was just a whole bunch of shit going on.
Remember, he
It
almost
was
killed himself.
it was just a whole bunch of bullshit going on. But listen, man, like I said, I'm not ready to tap out yet on the product of WWE. To me, I have way too many good memories to say just off the last 3 years, oh, I'm done with y'all. Y'all just haven't been getting it right.
Nobody's done with them, but you're allowed to say that they're trash. You don't have to still say they're the best, even though they're not putting out the best work. That's my problem with y'all. Y'all keep saying they're the best, even though they've been putting out trash work. You can't say that.
You cannot say y'all because
they're the biggest company. I got to put you in there because you always cop please for them. You got an excuse for them. So when they fuck up, we're allowed to say they're fucked up. It's fucked up that they sold you expensive tickets and didn't have a sale. That's fucked up.
Let me ask you this. When they fuck up, do I not say they fuck up?
You do, but you make excuses for them. It's like, nah, they just
because I understand the business aspect of it too, E.
Like y'all are fucked up. Y'all gotta say they fucked up, but at the same time try to little bro AEW. These niggas is killing shit.
Listen,
these niggas is killing everybody right now. The two best companies on the earth right now are Stardom and AEW. And nobody in America watches fucking Stardom. They don't get curious about them until WWE starts a rumor that they want somebody from over there.
Hey man, but that's not WWE.
Japan is bigger than America. So you got to think it's other companies that are doing shit globally. Huh?
Then hey, you know what I want you to say? You know what I say to that? If in New Japan or Japan period, they'll get a fucking TV deal in America and show people how great you are.
They don't care. They got their own continent. They're doing fine. We don't care. You know, the rest of the country thinks of Americans as idiots. They don't care about impressing us. We're gonna gravitate to their product like we do. Real fans are gonna gravitate to it. We're gonna watch Rev Pro in Britain. I watch Rev Pro. I watch all the stuff globally. I watch Marigold. That's another all women company. I watch Josie. It's all this stuff. If you stop being a lazy American, look this shit up, you can watch it. But no, most people's heads are stuck in the universe. It's life outside of the fucking universe. I think people are afraid that if they step out of the universe, they're gonna actually like what they see. I think that's the problem. And plus, it's loyalty. Most of these people that are watching wrestling, all they had was WWE. And
no, I mean,
WWE's to help the tribalism by keeping their wrestlers like not playing fair with other companies. Like they don't help the tribalism, and it's only gonna hurt them. People at the while gonna start getting tired of paying $800 for nosebleed seats to watch medieval times. Basically, they're gonna get tired of this shit, bro.
Understand everything that you're
just
saying,
letting you know. Nothing stays on top forever. Nothing.
Hey, bro. Listen, bro.
We just seen Drake crumble, nigga. We just seen that nigga crumble and he ain't recovered since.
Hey, listen.
We've been waiting on Iceman for 2 years.
We talk about a lot of wrestling, and I understand exactly where you're coming from. I agree. Do I look at? I say WWE is the most known and the biggest product in this state. You know what? No, I think they're the biggest product that's known worldwide as far as professional wrestling. Right?
Of course.
But
that doesn't mean they're the best.
Hey, let me finish, my brother. Let me finish. Nobody's saying that they're the best. Nobody's saying that they're the best. I said they're the most known and they're the biggest product, just period, in the sport of professional wrestling. Has WWE been dropping goose eggs as of late? when it comes to certain things as far as professional wrestling. Absolutely. Do I think your creative room is outdated and just don't have a grasp in a sense on what's going on in wrestling and just who you have in your locker room as far as talent? Absolutely. Do I feel it can get better? Absolutely. Have you been showing me that we're heading in the right direction of getting better? I would say yes, and then I will also say no. I would say yes because we Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Obafemi, Javon Evans, Jacob Fatu. We do have people out here who are standout talents on both the Raw and SmackDown roster. Do I feel as though you're utilizing these people correctly? Yes and no. I feel as though you got Obafemi in a perfect spot. We just need him to get that win at WrestleMania. Javon Evans recently coming to the main roster and being a part of that ladder match. I feel as though he's going to make a great impact and he's going to set himself up for a big push. After Mania, I do see him holding a singles title sometime, after Mania into the next year. Yes, unfortunately, Bronson Reed got injured. I think they had plans for him for Mania. They felt as though Braun Breaker is cleared, but they just felt as though the story of Braun and Seth was going to be a little bit rushed. So I'm pretty sure they're going to hold that off to, SummerSlam or some shit like that. So, yes, do I feel as though that for this particular Mania run, was some of big adjustments had to be made? Yes. I also feel as though they thought that we're going to be able to sign people like Chris Jericho and other talent, but they just weren't able to lock it in. Did that affect the WrestleMania card? Absolutely. We just had some changes in the creative where they just got a young lady as a writer who's known for I think it's like TV series and films. Does that play a part possibly in what's going on? Could be. I'm not in the writing rooms, but I do know that Michael P. Hayes and all these other people, maybe it's time for them to take a step back and we get people like Bobby Roode and shit like that, more of the opportunity to spot. Yeah, Jason Jordan. We give them more of an opportunity to create these matches and create these moments and things like that. I absolutely agree with that. Absolutely. I've said it multiple times. I've criticized the creative of WWE. Like, for you to be such a culture program and you want to go when you in St. Louis, let's go pull from Sexy Red. Let's go pull from Lil Yachty. Let's go pull from, especially African American people in the culture, because our culture impacts everything. If our own culture impacts everything like that, then we need some good representation in these writing rooms to give us a little bit of that every week when you're on TV. And I also feel as though that the product of WWE is just not as good because it doesn't do house shows anymore, right? So we have these guys who the only opportunity they got to work out these matches is between Mondays and Fridays. When the house shows was popping, you know why the matches look so damn near perfect? Because they worked them at the house shows for months before it actually got big on TV, before we saw them on SummerSlam, before we saw them on Survivor Series, before we saw them at WrestleManias, before we saw them at the Royal Rumbles, before we saw them at these big pay-per-views. These guys have worked these matches so much. It's just like you were so familiar with this wrestler. It's just like, oh, perfection. You taking away from that it affects how shit come across in the ring as well. Yes, and maybe we don't need to have the big time celebrities in the main events, right? Maybe we could put those. Maybe we leave the celebrities. We leave anything above the mid card. You're out of here, buddy.
That's why you had. Yes. That's why you keep Elias or somebody like that on the card to deal with the celebrities. That's what I appreciate. Like getting them fully involved in major matches that don't need them don't make sense.
I feel as though they mismanaged the roster. I feel as though there's a lot of people who
and some of them celebrities. You like Yachty could have been somebody on the roster that's not really used, that's trying to come up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's where my frustration comes from. You have a roster of dope talent, and you just keep going to the same well. No, give them a chance to build them up. So y'all not really building nobody.
But they are. But they are. They might not be building to the speed in which you want them to build from, And then, you know, as much as I said we shouldn't compare, we are going to compare to what AEW does with the younger talent and how they put them in spotlights and main events. But Braun Breaker was built up. Bronson Reed was built up. Obafemi was built up. Javon Elvis is being built up. Fuck it. Even though Penta is not a young talent, he's still new to the universe in this manner. He's being built up. Chelsea Green was built up and got opportunities. You know, people might not like her, but Jay Cargill, Mishin is getting opportunity. Like, yes, they are building talent, they are grooming talent to be like the next big thing. But you also know who who also is gonna put asses in the seats. You ready for it? Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, CM Punk, Roman Reigns. You don't take none of those names out and put them on the mid carder to put Obafemi in the main event. He's not there yet.
You
It
ain't
doesn't
got
make
to do
sense.
that. Again, it takes
it
nothing
doesn't
for
make
you to
sense.
build a younger star to the point where they get to the main event. If you
But
build
they're
them and they
doing.
don't,
Hey,
Javon
but
Evans is never going
he,
to sniff the main event, bro.
but Braun
He's never
Breaker
going to sniff
will.
it.
Braun
He's
Breaker
that.
will.
No, of course he
Braun
is.
Breaker will be.
He has the look. They're gonna put him in there, of course.
Obafemi will. I think Ricky Saints, when he gets to the main roster, he's gonna do something.
Nah, he
You know what I'm
won't.
saying?
He won't.
No, I do.
Unfortunately,
I do. I'm not saying he's gonna be.
he
But
don't have that
listen,
WWE size. I think that really
hey,
matters in it too.
I just, I don't know if you saw the Hunter interview when he was talking with Cody Rhodes. And he said that a lot of these guys feel as though since they're not, the top dog, right? They're not a main eventer, then they're nothing. Arn Anderson said, my whole career is being a mid carder. If it wasn't
There's nothing
for
wrong with that.
But that's what I'm saying. My point exactly. Ricky
But
Saints
that's
come
the
in?
thing.
Let me finish.
You see it all.
Can Ricky Saints come in and do something with the United States Championship and the Intercontinental Championship? Yes. Can Javon Evans do something with the United States Championship, Intercontinental Championship? Yes. Can Obafemi be a heavyweight champion? Absolutely. Can Braun Breaker be a heavyweight champion? Absolutely. Can Bronson Reed be a heavyweight champion? Maybe a short run like Jay Uso, but I definitely feel as though he could do something in that IC United States title. People don't like him, but I think Logan Paul could be a heavyweight champion. So yes, you are building talent. You are getting talent over. You are developing. Is it at the rate and at the exposure that you see from other companies? No, right? But they are building it. I think Braun Breaker is going to main event of WrestleMania within the next 2 years. I think
I doubt
Gunther's a
that.
big. I think Gunther. I definitely do. I think
If you go by averages, it's going to be
Rock.
Cody, Punk, Roman, or one of them. If you go by averages, it's going to be the same
Punk, bro.
people.
But even if there's still a big draw like that, you could still have them go. You could still put Braun Breaker in that mix. Still put Braun Breaker in the mix.
Listen, man, I appreciate the hope that you had. My hope died a long time ago. I just watched
Jay
because
Uso.
I hope that it gets better, but
Well, Jay Uso was known as a twin, the other twin, before they built him up to be main event Jay Uso. Now, do I feel
he was known as
one
half of one of the best tag teams in WWE history.
Being in a tag team has nothing to do with you being a singles competitor.
He was a singles competitor because of all the injuries. You see how they treated him as a singles. The fans turned on him. The management gave him 51. I see what I never even thought he was the. I give him props because I called it when he went on the solo run. I didn't even see him getting.
It was a bad championship run. It was a bad championship run.
So I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like you missing all of this stuff, but then the whole run was bad. So it's like if something's bad, it's just bad. You come up with a reason, like it's just bad. Do something to make it better. Just make better creative. My thing is, if you put wrestling first, I don't care.
I don't care about wasn't bad just because of creative. Jay Uso was fucking gassed in those matches. He was gassed.
That's a lot of they wrestlers. LA Knight can't stop falling and botching every match. Stratton can't botch every match. And that's the problem. Cut the Twinkie commercials back. Cut the Slim Jim commercials back. Cut all that shit back and wrestle. If you put wrestling first, you won't hear a peep from me. That's
But
my
I don't
issue.
think- I
Like
don't-
y'all
I
try to
don't
convince
think-
me otherwise. Put wrestling
I don't
first,
think-
and I won't say nothing.
I don't think Pricky commercials and Slim Jim commercials is the reason why
And
they're not.
TurboTax commercials. Don't forget those.
I don't think that's the reason why they look gassed in the ring. Once again, I think it goes back to the house shows. You don't work with
I
the
thought they
person
worked
that you're,
out, so they don't work out no more.
bro. Working out and working a match and working out the kinks is two completely different things.
Jay's problem is cardio.
Come on,
run,
don't
nigga.
do,
Run.
okay, but still, like,
That's
don't
the
do that.
problem.
Like
Cardio, right?
everybody issue is not Jay issue. You still have some of these moves and shit like that look bonky because you could just tell the level of comfort is really not there for them to get that shit over because they do not do house shows anymore. I guarantee you, if you bring back house shows, you'll get a better product.
When Kobe had a big match, he was at the arena 4 or 5 hours ahead preparing. He was preparing on his off days. They don't have that passion to do that. So it shows in the matches. And y'all happy that you get a moment. I care about the match because if the match is great, you're going to get moments no matter what. It's about creating a moment. That's why we keep having these run-ins. That's why we keep having these certain kinds of wins. It's the same old book. Watch the repeat. It's the same old shit.
I'm not gonna say that their passion is not there. That's why they're having.
You can see it. Look like they. You ever see somebody dancing on another dance, counting the steps? You can see that sometimes, bro.
Hey, let me ask you this, right? Okay, so we all watch basketball, right? If you don't get the reps in practice, right? Let's just say you're the second or third guy on the bench. I'm a Lakers fan, so let's just say, Reeves and Luka and LeBron is getting mad reps, right? But something happens where they call your number and you got to go in there and perform, right? It's a game-winning situation, but we have nobody else to put in. If you don't get your reps and you don't get the practice and all of that because somebody else is getting your reps, it's only with so much time that you have. Can you really be mad at them if they don't hit the big shot?
Hey, but man, you prove my point, man.
But you're saying that they should because the reps is not necessarily in the working out. The reps is in
you build your talent matches. So when somebody gets hurt, somebody else can step in. That's all AEW does. How many times they don't have their biggest stars for even the pay-per-views and they still smash? That's why you build up these younger talents, not just to stay in the mid-card. You build something that can have potential to be in the main event. So in case something happens, you do that. But they don't do that. Again, we go to the same well. It's the same thing.
And I'm not saying you're wrong, but even if you have those people, right? I feel as though that's what they was trying to do with Bronson Reed when, Braun Breaker went down. Unfortunately, he got injured, right? But if we don't have the house shows, if we're not going down to Florida because of whatever they got going on down there,
they got commercials. They got shit to do, man.
No, yeah, okay, but also what you gotta understand is that's the business aspect of it.
That's what happens when you
business of it.
I get it.
That's the business of it.
I get it.
Bring back house shows. Bring back house shows so you can still have those guys do what you need to do for them as far as the business standpoint. But we also have the ability to work these matches through. So by the time we get to these big stages, the matches is a lot clean and we're comfortable and you're not winded.
Put some of these younger talent in big stages so they can be prepared for when they do get called up.
If you're only required to show up on Mondays and Fridays and the rest of the time is yours, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're working out to look good. But I still let's just say I'm in a feud. Jey Uso's in a feud with Logan Paul. We still both have to get to either the Performance Center or someplace else to get comfortable within the ring so we could put on a better match. Back in the 2000s and the 90s where the wrestlers was able to get that done at? The fucking house shows. The house shows is where you worked out the kinks. If you watch, The Undertaker has said that they need to bring back house shows. If you watch Cody podcast, he said that they need to bring back house shows to help, do a better product. That's what you need. Like
They're not doing that.
You're asking people to, you have a card, right? You have a card. No, I'm sorry. The third person on the card can't be in a ring for 45 minutes to an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours working out their match. We have to get a
Listen,
list
man.
of people in here to get this shit done.
Everything you sound like
house show.
it sound like
Bring back.
it's all sound like you said, man. It's business. It's business. Vince wasn't trying to price the families out. Vince had the things. They got rid of the house shows to save money, to do whatever they do it, and unfortunately the product is suffering. So I understand they're the biggest, longest running company around. Well, New Japan is older than them.
This is a wrestling business, right?
Again, this is what I say: the difference between pro wrestling and sports entertainment. There's sports entertainment, and sports entertainment is a publicly traded company. It's totally different thing. So again, my issue is I expect them to put wrestling first, but in sports entertainment, the entertainment comes first. That's why we got TV show credits. We got all this other. This shit is built. It's literally built like a sitcom. They had the wrestlers coming in off camera. They have it. Only thing missing is like the Saved by the Bell lesson music, like the little lesson sound when they make it like the little sound effects from sitcoms.
Let's not do that because they're not the only company that shows the talent arriving, right? But
it's not about arriving. I'm talking about all the skits. When they're talking, it feels like a Nickelodeon show. It feels like Cousin Skeeter.
I get what you're trying to say.
But that's again for the board members, rated PG. So they got to do that.
Again, this is why I don't want to compare. I don't want to compare a company who's still relatively new into the world of wrestling.
It's not a comparison.
To a company who's been there for so long.
It's not a comparison. No, one is a publicly traded sports entertainment company, and one is a pro wrestling company. It's two different things.
My thing is to get produce a better product within WWE. Bring back house shows, get more adversity in these writing rooms, you know what I'm saying, and truly listen to your talent. Those three simple things will put forth such a better product of professional wrestling.
And pay attention to the crowd, because after the entrances, a lot of times they go quiet. You got to really listen. Don't just say that you're listening to the crowd. Really listen to them.
No, but that
really
that
listen to them. Y'all they're tone deaf on the whole Pac and Jelly Roll thing. So
that goes back to creative, the directors, production, like that goes back to them to noticing how the crowd reacts to certain things and what to dial back on and what to get more of. The big part of it is that creative and production and all that is tone deaf right now.
Well, I
tone deaf to what the people need. And these wrestlers are not getting enough time to work these matches to put forth a smoother and better match. If you inject new blood and new life into production and the directors and all of that, and you bring back house shows, that will resolve a lot of the problems that you're having with the fans.
They do house shows though, just not as frequently, because in back-to-back shows, house shows, Jay injured, Rhea, and
they do those fucking European tours. They do those European tours and shit. Those aren't house shows. They're
the big global company. That's house shows to them now. They're where they want to be. So that's their house show now.
You don't frequent enough to do house shows.
They listen, on a Saturday. That's the house show. That's their way.
I provided resolution on. I feel as though the product could get better. At the end of the day, I will be at WrestleMania next weekend. I'm saying, and I might be at Raw that Monday, or if not, I'll be watching it.
I'm gonna be watching it, and I'm going to be communicating with you the whole time, to see how's everything goes. I do think it's going to be a good show, but I think maybe two matches a night are going to steal the show. Yeah.
My boy Dip. So we there Mania this week, man. Already, we're gonna be live.
Outside.
We're gonna be live. So we're gonna be we're gonna have the cameras out, so just be looking for some new content, bro, and we're coming next week again with some more podcasts. So,
Alex, I'm always ready, my brother.
hey, we appreciate you, Dip, bro. We appreciate you always coming and showing love and feeling it, my brother. So appreciate your time, dog.
Don't say less, man. It's always love.
All right, bro. You have a good night. Wrap
And
up the rest
you
of
too,
the
my
podcast.
brother.